This is Hayden from S8CTV. Today I'm very lucky to be joined on East Kilbride for the first time by Craig Morgan. Craig, how are you doing today?
I'm perfect. Yourself?
I'm doing brilliant, thank you. So obviously, we're here, you've got a massive fight in East Kilbride on the Gladiators show. Before that though, I believe you're out on Thursday night in Glasgow. How's that training sort of been going in? Yeah, how are you sort of feeling going into that?
Well, to be honest, I always kind of stay ready all the time, but it was very short notice. Like, I literally got the phone call, when was that, a week ago? So I got told that I had to lose the weight down to lightweight. I was fighting this opponent and now I have to put on weight because it's a different opponent, but that's just professional boxing for you the way. So I've dropped like half a stone in the past week. Now I have to put it back on again. But training's going well. I've not really had sparring. It's a week before the fight. I don't really want to spar. But I feel good. I feel ready for it, and that's the main thing, to be fair with you. As long as I'm happy and healthy, I'll go in there, I'll do the business, and that's all I'm worried about.
Definitely. With that fight, is there anything you know about your opponent and what sort of rounds are you expecting come Thursday night?
So I know it's a 6-rounder. I know the boy is a little bit heavier than myself. I know that he's also fought Lewis over there, Lewis's debut. So I know he's tough, he's heavier, he's going to be very, very, very durable, to say the least. Like, I'm a super featherweight at heart. I'm not really a lightweight, so I know I'm a wee bit lighter than him, probably a bit of stone. So I'm not going to damage him as much, but as long as I put on a clinical performance over the 6 rounds, I'm happy, and it's good preparation for the Gladiators show a couple of weeks after.
Definitely. So obviously, onto that Gladiators show, massive card, we'll be fighting through there. Massive, good to have arena shows back up here. How did this opportunity all sort of come about for yourself?
I'm very good friends with Ian. It's not what you know, it's who you know. But no, it's I fought in the first Gladiator show, and to be honest with you, ever since I turned pro in was that 2019, 2018, I've always kind of been on Ian's shows, Radisson Blue, Paisley Lagoon Centre. I've been on a few shows and we've built up a good relationship. So, and I sell quite a bit of tickets, but which helps, obviously. So he's got me on this show, and I can't thank everybody enough, Olivia, Ian, everybody that works behind the scenes as well, for giving me the opportunity to be on a show like this in Scotland.
Definitely. Obviously, one thing you alluded to on the stage there was that defeat you had last year. What sort of lessons did you learn from that fight, and going into the future fights, what did you sort of learn from it?
To keep my hands up. No, it was... What I learned from that fight is that there's not a lot of people you can trust in boxing, and once you've found the right people that you can trust, then everything will start getting better. There was a lot of people I was surrounding myself with that weren't really good for me at that point in time, and it showed on the night. But I've got away from that. As I said, I've chucked the demons behind me. I've progressed on in my career. I've got the 5 wins under my belt, and that's all gone now. I've had my defeat, everything's away, so I'm happy now.
Definitely. So obviously, since then, like you say, you've had 5 fights, won them all. How important would you say that activity sort of been to yourself in your career progression?
Vital. It has been vital, to be fair with you. Like, I needed that. I had 7 fights in my first year of boxing, first year of professional boxing, and then COVID hit, and I was probably out for a good strong 3 years with that. I had 1 fight back against Brett Frido, and then I was another 2 years out just by medicals, finding promoters, because it was very difficult at that point when we were getting back the halls with no one in it and stuff like that. So I had 1 fight in like 5 years. So it's good to get me back on the train, pretty much, get me back running, and hopefully it kind of kickstarts my career again, because I was getting there to start off with, then COVID hit, and now it's just building it back up again to progress in the future, hopefully win big titles.
Definitely. Obviously, one thing Ian alluded to on the stage there will be a big announcement, looking like potentially a TV network, so that'd be good if you got a win on a massive stage like that. But sort of, if you were to get the win on the 20th, where do you sort of want to go from there? And how many times would you like to be out more, and would you like to maybe start pushing on for titles towards sometime the end of the year?
Well, I will say, it's not if I get the win, it's when I win.
That's it,
so 100%, I know I'm going to win. At the end of the day, I don't really put a lot of pressure on myself. No matter who I'm going to be fighting, I know they'll have pressure. I know they're going to have pressure on themselves. They're coming in to the Gladiators, Scotland, my home, you know what I mean? And they're going to be coming to fight me, and they'll be putting the pressure on themselves. I've got no pressure. I've took my defeat, but I know it's one of the ones where if a title comes up, I'll take it. But I'm happy where I am now. I want titles, of course I want titles. But if the right thing comes at the right time, I'll happily take it. It's just a bit of a mixed match because I'm up and down weights, different ways, trying to find my correct place right now. But as soon as this fight's over and done with, I'll speak to Ian. I think I'm maybe out in September as well. Hopefully after that, try and progress towards some titles and hopefully just start wiping the division out, whatever way I choose.
Definitely. Then last one for me, Craig. What can fans expect on Thursday night and the 20th of June?
A clinical masterclass. I've always said it to everybody, I'm not the biggest of punchers because I'm always fluctuating in weight, but I'm a very, very good boxer. And sometimes that's what the purists like to watch. I'm a very good boxer, and I was going to say I've got a chin there, but the fight where I got beat didn't say that. But in my other 15 fights, I've got a chin, and I like to make a show of it. And that's what you'll get to see, a show and a clinical masterclass.
Definitely. Then last one for me, Craig, obviously we know how important sponsors and that is in boxing. Are there any sponsors you want to shout out whilst you got the opportunity?
I've got a lot of sponsors, so I'm going to go on my phone and I'm going to read every single one of them out.
Go for it.
So I'd like to thank Block Build Harry Farrell, Jordan Ewan's S.U. and Son, Paul Mitchell and Contry, Dan Hall, D Hall Renewables, Jason Ross Equinox, Matt Green, C&G Autos, Dale Glencross, Andrew Edwards, who owns Phoenix, Kevin Nicole Aesthetics, my fiance, and I'll also give my own business a shout out, CGM Fitness, I do personal training as well. And Dale was Bonatti Construction. So I'd like to thank all of them because they've all been a massive help throughout the 5-6 years I've been professional boxing, helping me with training camps, shots, food, everything like that. And that's what's made me be a full-time boxer. Because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be anywhere.
Definitely. Great. Thank you very much for your time. It's nice to meet you. Cheers.